Guys, we are back. This is IFA 2015, live from Berlin. We're still in Hall 16 at the Intel booth at the TechLounge studio. And I hope you've been enjoying what we were just showing you about a gaming notebook that you can overclock. How cool is that? I mean, what's going on here? Now we're going to talk about another company that actually introduced a gaming notebook yesterday, or 2 days ago, with a water cooling system.
Yes, very cool.
Erik Hermanson, Mobile Marketing Director. Erik, what's next? Jesus.
What's next? Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, we had some really good feedback from the conference the other day. I mean, I think there was quite a bit of stuff to get through. I think it was kind of funny, Johnny, when he got up there and started the presentation, actually apologized because this is going to be a bit of a longer presentation than what you guys are usually used to.
The 11-course menu.
Exactly. So yeah, I almost felt the the need to sort of speed it up a little bit. But no, it was good, and I think there was a lot of exciting new mobile products across all the lines, from tablet to phone as well as smartwatch as well. So it was very exciting, and especially for me, I've been on the road now, pretty much across the globe at all the launch events for the Zenfone 2, and yeah, it's been a fantastic ride so far. So we're very excited.
11 new products for Asus. 2 days ago, you've been the first one. Actually, you've been basically kicking off IFA like each and every year.
Yep.
And what's always interesting, sooner or later during your presentation, Johnny is coming up with 1 or 2 products that, in terms of the pricing, are just kind of drawing the mouth of the audience straight to the South Pole.
Yes.
And I think the most disruptive announcement that you guys made was something that you're wearing on your wrist.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
That's the Asus ZenWatch 2.
Yeah.
And it starts at 149
euros. Yeah, no, it's a very aggressive price point. And yeah, no, I think it's an interesting product, and I'm sure you've done a lot of sort of work in and around smartwatches, and I think it's one of those products that a lot of people are keen on and interested, but really trying to find that sort of niche sort of market. Is it for fitness? Is it more of a business thing? Is it more for fashion? And I think one thing that we tried to do with the ZenWatch 2 was really try to make it all-encompassing, and then also bring it out at a fantastic price point. So for those people who are interested in a smartwatch and want to give it a go, they won't feel sort of put off by the price. And I think that's an important thing for us, because we've taken that approach with all of the products. Especially when you look at the Zenphones. Our CEO really sort of came out with this line of empowering luxury for everybody, and really wanting to make every consumer feel like they could have a high-powered device, but at a very, very affordable price. And we've tried to bring that same kind of philosophy into the ZenWatch as well as into the ZenPads as well. So.
And you did this already last year when you announced the first generation, and you came to the price when it was $199. The first Android Wear smartwatch below $200. Now it's the first one below $150.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. It's a quite aggressive approach, but it's also something to steer up momentum and to create excitement for this market.
Correct. Yes, exactly. So I think, like I said, I think in all the smartwatches, I think people are really trying to find, what is that specific need, why I would go out and get one. And I think what we tried to do was come up with a number of different features to appeal to a number of different audiences, but also really hit that magic price point. So people say, this is now the time that I really want to invest in one. And, one of the things too that I showed off yesterday was the flashy different bands. We have up to 18 different bands that you can sort of choose from and adjust, because we realize, for watches, it is an accessory, right? So you want to have something that looks good and stylish. So that was very important, as well as, the work we're doing with Swarovski Professional as well, to come out with these elegant design, watch bands, because it is about the technology, but it's also about the fashion element as well, and I think that's critical. And something as well, I hope you guys saw as well on the phones. We had the Zenfone 2 Deluxe, and that's a product too that really sort of highlights the beauty and design of the product. Has that nice kind of polygon design on the very back of the device. So I think this is something as well we're very conscious of. For consumers today, technology very, very important, but also the design and style of the product, as well as the price point, and we try to hit all of those things.
Due to the fact that we are streaming on Twitch, and we have a lot of gamers on the channel watching this right now. I mean, Asus as a company, you know what? Sometimes I'm still saying Asus because you know what? This was the traditional pronunciation in Taiwan, and then they changed the name again. So I'm sometimes mixing it up. I feel so sorry about this. Of course, it's Asus right now. Very, very well known for. First of all, Asus Tech Group was, it's now Pegatron as their ODM, right? They're, for example, also building iPhones, yeah? And then we have Asus as a traditional, actually they started as a traditional Taiwanese OEM, building motherboards, building graphic cards, and guess what? When it comes to gaming, their Republic of Gamers line, #1 on the motherboard market, #1 on the graphic cards market, rocking the gaming notebook market and the desktop market, and I've been really all over the place. But what's really interesting about this company is the transformation that Asus made in the last 8 years, and it started with something that was a Johnny Shi project. That was the EPC, and actually also changed my whole life because I bought the first EPC. The next day, I was living in Los Angeles at that time. Next day, I started a German blog about netbooks. It was called EPC News. Okay. 4 weeks later, I think it was like 6 or 7 weeks later, I've made 5 digits of ads revenue on ordinary Google AdSense for the first time. I quit my job in the US and just started to do full-time blogging, right? Then I moved to Taiwan.
Wow. It was the start of a very interesting adventure, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. And then everything changed so quickly with you guys. You completely disrupted the whole PC and notebook market because prices dropped because of netbooks, and it started with the EPC. And now you're moving into a market, you're building wearables, you disrupted the smartphone market. You've been #1 last year in Taiwan in terms of when you the Zenfone sales. It must be an amazing ride for you, right? As a marketing director, that's just crazy.
It is awesome, I mean, and as I was saying before, you know, I've been around to pretty much all of the launch events in all the major markets, and it's been exciting to see the feedback and the passion from our fans, you know, as well as partners, you know, and like you said, you know, being part of that transformation in the industry, because, you know, I think the one thing that we see today is just how fast that change is happening, and I think the great thing with Asus is, you know, they really have their finger on the pulse of, you know, the consumer needs and demands, and able to build the products that really help to, you know, to fit what people are looking for. So no, it's been fantastic. And, you know, you mentioned, you know, in Taiwan, been very, very successful, and now in Indonesia we're #2, and doing very well in India and a lot of other markets as well. So yeah, it's fantastic. I'm feeling a little tired with all the travel, but it has been a good ride. It's a good tired. It's a good tired.
Absolutely. What I really like, I mean, if I compare this to the history of the company and to the heritage of Asus, coming from this traditional OEMs, I mean, those days, what can you do with a motherboard, right? Well, you've had those times where all of a sudden the industry thought, okay, now we're gonna have colored motherboards, right? Because people are gonna have their little window in the side of their PC. But in terms of design, right? I mean, it's a motherboard, it's a graphics card. What can you do with it? And now you stepped into a world where design is so crucial.
Yes.
So, almost like a selling point, a USP that you want to create, something where you want to differentiate yourself from your competitors. I think with your Zen line, you made quite a big, you had quite a big impact on the market. But what I love about this is also the quality aspect, the design aspect, combined with the pricing.
Yes.
And this must be a huge challenge, right?
It is, and you know, kudos to the design team we have at Asus. They're a fantastic group, and every time I go down to the floor, you know, where all the designers are, it's just always you get blown away with the stuff that they're working on. So no, I mean, it's a fantastic group that we have working on these products, and you know, I sometimes am amazed, you know, at how much stuff, you know, we're able to come up with and push out into the market in such a short period of time. But I think, you know, that's a testament to, Johnny and the rest of the company's, passion and drive to really build, as you said, great design products with amazing quality at affordable prices. And this is something, we're going to continue to push for. And I think this is just the start. And I think we're going to need maybe 2 more hours or whatever next time when we come back to IFA just to present all the new products that were coming out. But no, it's great. And if we continue to get the positive reaction and feedback we've got from the market and from the media, that gives us extra incentive to keep doing that. So no, it's very important.
It's quite amazing to see how loyal your customers are. Whenever we write about a new Asus product, the feedback is always so positive, and you created a very, very emotionalized brand over the years. Great. So you kind of got this. You took your customers from the PC and gaming scene with them into the mobile world and into a world of wearables and tablets and everything. So that's quite interesting.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's true. And I think that that's one of the things that you love is when you're part of a company that brings that much passion out of its customers and its fans. And when you travel around the world, and whether it's, when I was in Sao Paulo just a couple of weeks ago, or in New York, a couple of months ago, or whatnot, you can really, feel that passion, and you can see that as well online, and what our customers are thinking and feel about our products. So it's great. And I think, again, when we're designing, new smartphones or new wearables or whatever, we always want to take those things into consideration and make sure that this is a product that is going to continue to bring out that passion that has been with the company from day one, like you said, from the motherboards to, the PCs to the mobile products. And also, you said before, ROG, that's another group that you really feel that passion and excitement, and it's amazing to watch that. And
I saw those 24 hours live streams from Republic of Gamers when they were doing their tournaments.
Yeah.
I don't even know. There was like, it's almost like a million people watching it.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Yeah, that's another world.
Exactly, that is another world.
It's amazing, but again, it's fantastic to see that outside and also inside the company as well, because I think the guys that are working on the products, and that's one thing that we really want our customers to see and to feel, the guys that are working on this are as passionate as those gamers or as the people that are using our smartphones and our tablets. And when you are able to connect and see how they're using the products, it just makes you feel so happy and excited. So it's a great feeling.
Isn't that the best reward?
Yes,
right?
It is.
When someone is telling, and by the way, this was quite interesting. About an hour ago, in between a break or in between 2 slots, we've been streaming an interview with Jen, your designer, that we did during Computex. And whenever I talk to a designer, I'm asking them one last question, and it's what do you want to hear from a customer, from a user of your products? And by far the smartest answer I've got was from he's from Finland, so his family name is quite complicated. Actually, I can't really remember.
Very long, right?
It was it was the former head of design of Nokia, Marco. I forgot about it. My bad. That is too bad.
It'll come back to you later.
So I asked him, Marco, what do you want to hear from a customer who's using your product? He just thought about this for 5 seconds, and then he said, "It fits into my life." And that was the deepest answer and the shortest answer I've ever heard, right? And I've been talking to so many of them.
Yeah.
But that's what it's all about, I guess, right? This is when you achieve this and when you really love them, then they love it.
Yes, I think for me, when you talk to customers, it's more, what aren't you doing today that you want to be able to do tomorrow? And I think that if you're able to meet those needs, sometimes even before the customer knows, and you know, like Henry Ford's famous line, right? He said at Ford, you know, if we always just listened directly to the customers, you know, we'd just be, you know, having faster horses as opposed to automobiles. And,
right.
But I think that, you know, customers oftentimes can really help us to see what is coming around the corner. It's about, to your point, you know, asking the right questions and kind of, you know, understanding what are those untapped needs and things that we can do. And I think that's the crucial thing. And that's where, you know, Jen and Mitch and the rest of the guys in the design team are doing so much work in terms of really understanding the trends, you know, and trying to sort of see what is it that's around the corner, you know, that's going to be coming next that we can really put into our products that's going to wow our customers and make them go, this is exactly what I was looking for, while at the same time make sure that we're meeting the needs of today. And I think that's where their job is so challenging, right? You're trying to do two things at the same time, see tomorrow, but at the same time fit the needs of today. And those guys, you know, again, like I said, every time I sit down with them, I get blown away. But with the stuff they're working on, it's fantastic. So. And my job's easy, right? I'm in marketing, so it's like take an amazing product and help, you know, get the message out to the masses. So I got to thank them for that. So.
No, I totally agree. And once again, it's kind of interesting because we haven't really talked about products, right? We were talking about a general philosophy of a company that changed and that really created an amazing momentum, became the most valuable brand in Taiwan, leapfrogged all its Taiwanese competitors in just a couple of years. In a dramatic fashion, seriously, and created a great brand equity for a marketing director. This is something, and what more can you ask for, right?
Very true.
World domination.
Yes, exactly. That's what's coming next.
Well, all I can say, Erik, is just thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you for having me.
For this great little talk and for giving us a little bit more of an idea about what Asus achieved in the recent years. And it's always good to see someone with such enthusiasm and energy, even though you've been also traveling all around the world. But I guess that's what it's all about. And you know what? As I said, the best reward is what you're getting from your customers, from your users.
Correct.
And another good energy boost is just constantly releasing great products, right? You can be proud, products that you can be proud of.
Very true.
And I think you guys nailed it again this year at IFA.
Thank you.
So guys, we're gonna have a little break for about 5. I was close to say 5 hours. That would be a little break.
That's a very long break.
That would be great. I would love to have a little nap. Now we're gonna talk to Christoph von Schierstedt. He's working for Lantec. Lantec got acquired by Intel just recently, and so he's gonna be here in the studio in about 5 minutes. So stay tuned. We're gonna show you a little. We have something to show you from the show floor. Let's check it out. See you soon.